What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's happening? How's everybody feeling? Yes, 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 yes. We're back at it. You know what? Let me keep running that. Just turn it down. Yes, 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 yes. Gather round, gather round, gather round. I don't think I've missed saying this every single episode because it's facts. We got a dope episode today. We'll get to the list of the producers in just a second. I want to welcome everybody in. Gather around, grab a drink, grab a drink, grab a snack. If you're chilling, watching on YouTube, welcome. If you have this playing in the background while you're working out, doing homework, cooking, whatever it is, taking care of the kids, appreciate you for tuning in. You can be anywhere else, but you're taking time to tune into the Beat Block. I am Gene Flo, and this is episode 23. Yeah, episode 23. We're running it. Once again, shout out to the fam, Platform Collection, the Diesel Train, the Vessel, the squad behind the Beat Block, also behind Chris Sees the Internet, also behind The Heartful Truth, also behind, in part by KPBS and NPR, the Parker Edison Project. Platform Collection's got you covered, man. Oh, and not to mention the Invisible Ponchos coming through your area real soon.
You know that's right.
Speaking of Invisible Ponchos, we have a show coming up this Saturday, May 14th. If you're in the San Diego area, come through Kensington Club. Brought to you by the good folks at Art Unites and E. Picard Studio. Dope art, a mental health event with super dope mental health awareness, I should say, event. Dope music. Come say what's up. We'll sign your baby's forehead if that's what you like. I know. But you know what? Without further ado, like I said, we have a dope lineup. Today we have beats by, and I'm gonna butcher some of these names. I apologize. If you're in the chat, please correct. It's all good. Hit me up on the DM after the show if you're not tuned in. Correct me on the name. It's all good. I want to say your name correctly. I was actually just having a conversation with the homie earlier today about getting the names correct and experiencing people not saying your name correct. And it's, it's all part of the game. But I do want to say it correct. So we got beats today by Ingijo, Chemtrail, Moon Garden, Nomadic, Procness, Smithsonian DJ, Taz Eternal, and One THR. Like I said, my bad, G. Hit me up. Correct me if I was butchering your name. But yes, sir, we got a dope lineup today. Make some noise. I see the chat is already popping off. I see some new names in the chat. AMS. What up? Moon Garden in the building. Let's go. We in here. That's right. Another day in paradise. Let's go. We also have our topic of the day, of course, and we have our deal of the day, which we'll get to later. But shout out to one of the Beat Block alumni in the building tonight, hooking us all up here at the Beat Block alumni community with a little special something, and we'll get into that later on in the show. But folks, fam, friends, This is episode 23 of the Beat Block. Kicking it off today, we have a Beat Block debut. Let's give it up for Njijo.
What we need to do is we is the voice of hierarchy, the voice of paternalism, the male ego. It's a wonderful thing to learn to be able to stand up and yell bullshit.
Yes. That was Njijo kicking it off, episode 23 with the debut. Now, most shows in the past have had a lot of variety. You know, there hasn't been just kind of like one topic. And mind you, we don't put the show together, listen to the beats, and figure out, oh, we like this beat, we're going to put it here and whatnot. You send it in, and we kind of just put the first in, go the first out, you know what I'm saying? So, last show, however, there was a theme, you know, the first beat set it off, and then everybody throughout that show kind of had like a dope, it like fit the bill, and that was kind of by, you know, by chance, I guess you can say. Like I said, we don't sort them out, but I'm wondering to see what the vibe is going to be like coming up, moving forward. Njijo came through, set it off, dope vibes. I love the flip. I love the changes, how it kind of slowed down, and then the drums came in all of a sudden. That shit was fresh. So yeah, if you like what you heard, there's definitely going to be more Njijo later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. Moving next up, we're going back-to-back debuts to start episode 23. And we're always trying to rep local cats when we can here in the San Diego area. We're always trying to get worldwide with it with the producer community. Shout outs to Chile, I see you in the chat. But when we have a homegrown in the building, we got to show them big love. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up to the homie, Chemtrail. Yeah. That's how you come through on the debut right here at Beat Block, episode 23. Give it up, Chemtrail. Yes. Hey, I'm saying, sometimes it works out like that. The first person sets the tone, and a lot of the beats following that kind of fit the vibe. I'm feeling it. That was dope. I loved the sample. There was like a high-pitched synth thing going on throughout the whole thing that I was feeling. And the drums were a vibe. So yeah, give it up once again for Chemtrail. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's going to be more Chemtrail later on in the show. Folks, if you're just tuning in, feel free to grab that thumb on your phone and press the like button and hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with everything that's going on with Platform Collection. If you're on a computer, grab that mouse, click that thumbs up, hit that subscribe so you can keep up with everything that's going on with Platform Collection. Comment on this video if you like what you're watching. Help out others who may not be up on game with the beat block. Help them find this community that we're growing here. And every week we're getting new people coming through. And it's building, fam. And like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate the openness, the communication that we have in the chat during the show, the communication I have with y'all outside in the DMs on Instagram and whatnot. And like I always stress, what's a community without communication? And what's communication with, or what's a community without communication? What's communication without transparency? So, I always say I want to be an open book. If you have any questions, if you guys have any suggestions, questions, requests, anything you want to talk about regarding the show, regarding music, life, hit me up. Let's build it up. Let's build this beat block community. Let's build each other up. That's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Next up, we're going trifecta debuts here. Back to back to back debuts here on the beat block. We had Injijo kicking it off, followed by Chemtrail hitting second. And coming third, Folks Fam Friends, give it up for Moon Garden. Yeah, that's back to back debuts here on the beat block. We're starting to pick up the momentum. We're starting to pick up the momentum. We're starting off nice. That was Moon Garden. Give it up. If you like what you heard from Moon Garden, stay tuned. There's definitely going to be more later on in the show. Checking in on the chat. We got a bunch of new names, a bunch of first-time names I'm seeing in the chat. Nicole Hoagie, Bolo Beat, AMS, all these new cats. Welcome. Like I said, you could be anywhere else. You're tuning in right here. DJ Smithsonian, that's a Beat Block alumni. I see you. Got Proc Ness, representando Chile. That's family, Proc Ness. I got family ties to Chile. So I'm a little biased on that one. Looking forward to hearing Procness. Our producer of the show, OG Hip Hop Eddie, is in the chat. If you haven't already, which I'm pretty sure if your beats are on the show, you've gone and talked to Eddie, but hit him up. And if you have more beats to send them. We'll play them on future shows. Once you're on the show, once you're part of the Beat Block alumni community, we keep you in rotation. So don't think, oh, I got on the show once, I'll never be on again. You'll be on again. We get 8 people on the show. We got a lot of submissions. So we try to get people in. You know, I try to do it every 4 to 8 shows. Get you back on. Especially if it's your debut, I try to get you on, you know, pretty quick on your second time around. So we can get everybody in, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear these beats. I want to hear your beats. And I'm sure you want to hear some feedback on your beats. So what better place to do it right here on the Beat Block? Folks, our next producer is actually providing us with our deal of the day today. We'll get into that later on in the show. He is our first Beat Block vet here in episode 2013. In episode 23, folks, fam, friends, give it up for Nomadic. Yo, I saw somebody in the chat say those drums crazy. All caps on the crazy, so you know it's crazy. If you like those drums, you're going to have a chance to get those drums later on in the show, provided to you by the man himself, Nomadic. He's providing the Beat Block community with a super dope deal, so stay tuned for that. We'll talk more about that later on in the show. Give it up once again for Nomadic. Vibe check. Yes, sir, nothing but heaters. Fire emojis all up in the chat. Yo, folks, fam, friends. I see somebody sneaking into the chat, And I want to go ahead and start a petition. I want everybody in the chat to make some noise for Eugene O'Neill. He's in the chat. And I need everybody in the chat who's not Eugene O'Neill to write Eugene send in beats in the chat to try to get this cat to get us to send in some beats to the beat block. Eugene O'Neill, what's up, homie? I see you. Go follow him. Send him a message. Tell him the beat block sent you.
And you know that's right.
Folks, it's feeling like that kind of day.
Looks like it's gonna be a great day today.
That's facts. We're just getting started. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. After these messages from my brother and Platform Collection's own, Parker Edison. This is the Parker Edison Project.
KPBS On Demand is supported by Arcs, Ocean Views, and hands-on animal encounters. Advanced reservations are required. Visit aquarium.ucsd.edu.
What's happening? The Parker Edison Project podcast is back for season 2. This time around, we explore culture in our city and how it plays out in our everyday lives, like how nature affects our mental health.
So if we have parks and green spaces in urban communities, it offers us the medicine that we need in many cases to renew our souls.
Or how freeways can also divide communities.
A tactic that they've been doing in Black neighborhoods and Mexican neighborhoods throughout history. It seems like in one section, there's 5,000 families taken out just for Interstate 5.
We uncover the forgotten history of San Diego.
I was actually part of the team that promoted Biggie's first album in San Diego. Street promo for Ready to Die. That was a big thing.
And the events that shaped the city.
That was the day they decided to come and attack us. The operation was called a Sunday in the Park. You can still look it up on YouTube and see other videos of the riot.
We also learned something new about the city we love so much.
It is pronounced Coles. George Cole was an early land owner developer out in the East County area. So Coles Mountain, like the department store.
And backed by popular demand, more of your favorites like Movies Millennials Should Movie.
I am technically a millennial, but I'm on the elder side of it. You know, I'm a geriatric millennials, which is the
6 Degrees of Separate Weigh-ins.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give y'all that one. I just want to be here live, you know what I mean? So,
Okay, yeah, I was a little nervous.
ain't nobody called the police or nothing, did they?
I mean, we was zip-tied. We couldn't.
Okay.
A new EP of the Parker Edison Project drops every 2 weeks. And you're already behind, so stop by and catch up at theparkeredisonproject.com or anywhere you get your podcasts.
What comes to mind when you think of American culture? The Parker Edison Project works to expand the cliche answer to that question. It's a podcast that zooms way in on what really makes a culture. Food, music, style, sex, fashion, and more. Join host and co-creator Parker Edison for insightful conversations about creativity and community, all through the lens of Black America. This is the Parker Edison Project, a sonic exploration of culture as a lifestyle, where each episode starts with a thought-provoking talk and ends with a musical bang. And like he said, you're already behind. Season 2, Episode 4 just dropped May 4th. Definitely go check it out and support everything we do here at Platform Collection, featuring the Parker Edison Project. I see a bunch of people dropping Eugene send beats. Let's keep the petition going. Eugene, hit up OG Hip Hop Eddie on Instagram. You can go directly to his email at hiphopeddie@gmail.com. Send in 3 beats, 2 to 3 minutes long. Send in a picture of yourself. Send in some album art, something we can throw on the show, and we'll get you on the show. We need Eugene O'Neill on the show. Beat block. Beat block. Beat block. Beat block. Next up, this one's hitting home. Hailing all the way from Chile, my fatherland. I had to pull this one out. Beat blocks touching worldwide, and we've landed in Chile. So I had to pull out the jersey. For the fam. Folks, fam, friends. Big fire emojis. Hands up emojis. Beer clank, cheers, salute emojis. Whatever you need to throw to represent. Make his beat block debut. Once again, hailing from Chile. Proc Ness. That's right. That's how you do it. That's how you represent Chile. That's what I'm talking about. My new brother, everybody else's brother, Beat Block community, Beat Block alumni, Proc Ness. That's how we do it. It runs in the blood. You know what I'm saying? Today's been full of Beat Block alumni debuts. We had Injijo kicking off the show, followed by Chemtrail and Moon Garden with the trifecta, back to back to back, and now Proc Ness. And we have more debut later on in the show. If you liked what you heard with Proc Ness, stay tuned. We definitely have more Proc Ness coming up later on the show. Our next producer is a Beat Block vet. Just sent in a fresh pack right before the show, trying to get it in. Trying to say, yo, I got the fresh pack for y'all, for the Beat Block community. Folks, fam, friends, let's make some noise for Smithsonian DJ. Yes, sir. That's how the beat block vets come through. Give it up for Smithsonian DJ. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There's definitely going to be more Smithsonian DJ later on in the show. I see a beat block vet in the chat pulling up. We missed him. Haven't seen him in a couple shows. Folks, fam friends, let's welcome Rex760 to the show. Pulling up. Speaking of chat vets, right behind Rec, make some noise for Longhair 5150. If you haven't already been up on game, go check out Secret Saviors of Underground Hip Hop. Shout outs to Longhair 5150, AWOL1, and Tumex. They are the Secret Saviors of Underground Hip Hop's creators. It's an NFT project. I'm going to keep it short. If you're into NFTs or want to know more about NFTs, go hit up Longhair 5150 in the chat or go check out Secret Saviors of Underground Hip Hop online and learn more. Now it's a party. The chat's here. If you're just tuning in, I am Gene Flo. If this is your first time tuning in also, I am Gene Flo. And we got another dope show. And for those who've been here before, you already know how it go. And sometimes I just drop the bars like that. You saw what I'm saying?
And you know that's right.
Moving on to our next producer. We're going back to back. We had triple back to back to back debuts to lead off the show, and right now we're going back to back, hitting you with the vets. Folks, fam, friends, let's give it up for Taz Eternal. Taz Eternal. We kick off the show with a mellow mood. And we've now had like 3 back-to-back like boulder rocks dropping on us. Man, episode 23 it escalated quickly, as folks would say. That was dope. Taz Eternal. If you like what you heard, stay tuned. There will be more Taz Eternal later on in the show, as well as all the other producers you've previously heard. And if you're just tuning in, catch up. It's all good. It's a good time to tune in because we're about to get to the second leg of the show. But not before we get to our last debut of the day. I believe I met this cat in, where was that? Cudahy, somewhere near LA, at a show, and his crew was playing a beat set, and I told him, yo, hit us up. Followed him, exchanged the information on IG. So with that being said, I probably should be pronouncing his name correctly. But my bad, G. If you're watching this, correct me. It's all good. Just drop it in the chat or hit me up on the DM. But folks, fam, friends, we need to make some crazy noise in the chat, especially because I'm about to butcher his name. I know. It's all good. Folks, fam, friends. Make some noise for 1/3. God damn. Talk about making your debut. Kicking in the door, waving the 4-4. I'm saying. All the debuts today. That's how we do episode 23.
And you know that's right.
Shout out to the homie 1/3 or 1THR. I'm rolling with 1/3. We're going to stick with 1/3. That's the one. 1/3. Making the debut. I wanted to go back. Oh, my bad. I keep wanting to move forward. 1/3. Give it up Stay tuned. If you like what you heard, there's going to be more 1/3 later on in the show. I got an update on the petition to get Eugene O'Neill to send in some beats. We'll touch in on that in just a sec. But I wanted to shout out, I saw Tumex TV in the chat. Give it up for Tumex in the building. Legend. 7 Octobers. Part of the Heartful Truth podcast right here on the Platform Collection Network. You'll hear more about the Heartful Truth later on in the show, so get familiar. And Marla Polk, I see you in the chat. Shout out to you as well. Man, the chat is popping off. The community is growing. Another first name I've seen in the chat right now. Shout out to Tanner Dirks in the building. Give it up for everybody tuning in for the first time in the Beat Block. Welcome. Folks, fam, friends, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this message from Chris Sees the Internet.
What's up, Beat Block alumni? Check out my show, Chris Sees the Internet, every Sunday, 7 p.m., hosted by myself, Kill C-Ray, and OG Hip Hop Eddie. If you like in-depth interviews, underground hip-hop, culture, and tech, then Chris Sees the Internet is the place for you. Every Sunday, 7 p.m., right here on Platform Collection. Gene Flo, I see you, man.
And Kill C-Ray, I see you too, my brother. That was Chris Sees the Internet with Kill C-Ray and OG Hip Hop Eddie. You know Kill C-Ray as one half of the Invisible Ponchos. And we will be performing this Saturday, May 14th, here in the San Diego area. Come through, presented by Art Unites and E. Picard Studios. It's a mental health awareness event, art show, and music event at the Kensington Club here in San Diego. So if you're in the area, come through, say what's up. Tell me the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
Yo, fam, I want to just jump into the topic of the day. And that's doing what we're doing right now. We're taking a break. We're taking some time. We're not trying to burn out. And we want to reset because we got a whole nother second half of the show. That first half of this show was fire. But also I want to talk about like taking some time for yourself. You know what I'm saying? In that regard, especially in a creative space when you're just working, you're trying to come up. We're independent artists, so we're doing everything ourselves. Videos, music, photography, cover art, booking shows, promotion. And sometimes you can burn out, and sometimes you forget to, you know what, let me go literally smell some roses, like take a hike, go walk around, go see what's up, go to the beach if you're near some water, go to a lake, a stream, hit some hills, meditate, you know what I'm saying? Take some time for yourself, reset so we don't burn out, you know, take a break. And then you get right back into it because you know we can't stop for too long. But check your health, you know what I mean? If you feel like maybe your back's hurting, get up for 20 minutes. That's taking some time for yourself, you know what I mean? No, I gotta finish this beat. You can finish the beat after you get back because your back's killing you. Go get a drink of water, stay hydrated, all these things, you know what I mean? Just take a break, relax, chill, reset, don't burn out. Yeah. So that's today's topic of the day. I'm moving stuff around over here. Technical difficulties. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Folks, if this is your first time tuning in, I want to explain a little bit how we run this show. We go through every producer one time, and then we go around back up to the beginning, run them through again, but this time they get a whole block. They get the 2/4 block. 2 beats back to back, each producer. So folks, fam, friends, let's just get right into it. This is 2 for Njijo. Njijo. Beat block. Smoking if you got it.
What would you like to know?
Whatever comes into your head.
I'm one.
Folks, fam, friends, that was 2 for Njijo. If you like what you heard, hit him up on Instagram. Send him a message, give him a follow. Tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll put his name back on the screen for those watching. Hit him up at in.jijo in Njijo. Yeah. You're definitely going to have Njijo back on the show very, very soon. Give it up for the debut. Shout out to Melly Moreno in the chat. One half of the Heartful Truth podcast here on the Platform Collection Network. You'll hear more about the Heartful Truth later on in the show, coming up soon. Also, if you're paying attention to the chat, we do have a spoiler alert. I was going to make an announcement, but my producer has broke the news. Ladies and gentlemen, we petitioned earlier for Eugene O'Neill to send in beats to the show. Folks, fam, friends, we got the beats from Eugene O'Neill. Let's go.
And you know that's right.
So you're damn right. If you're tuning into the show and you want to hear more Eugene O'Neill, or if you want to hear Eugene O'Neill and you don't know who that is, come to episode 24. Not next week, but in 2 weeks for our next episode. And we'll be debuting Eugene O'Neill right here on the Beat Block. See what happens when you petition a peaceful protest trying to get the man on the show. You put in the work, good things happen, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Eugene O'Neill. I see you. Go follow him, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you. But moving on to today's producers. We just had 2 for Njijo. And he also, the next producer, made his debut earlier on the show. Folks, fam, friends, give it up. This is 2 for Chemtrail. Chemtrail. Beat Block. Let's go. Yeah. Coming through, that was 2 for Chemtrail. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll go ahead and put his name back on the screen for those watching. Follow at KEMTRELL, Chemtrail. Not Chemtrail, Chemtrail. Hit him up. Say, yo, I heard you on the Beat Block, shit's fire. If you're a rapper, singer, poet, get those beats. And follow all the producers on the show. And if you're in the chat and you make beats and you've been interested and want to get your beats on the show, send them in. Follow OG Hip Hop Eddie on Instagram. Send him an email at hiphopeddie@gmail.com and send in those beats and we'll get you on the show. Moving on to our next producer. Also making his debut earlier tonight. Folks, fam, friends, this is 2 for Moon Garden. Moon Garden. Beat Block.
died when she left me.
What is it?
Why?
The farewell note?
I don't know. Maybe.
Vibes, vibes, vibes. Getting mad love in the chat for this twofer segment. Making a debut. Give it up for Moon Garden. If you like what you heard, effects. If you like what you heard, send him a message. Follow him on Instagram. Tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll put the name back on the screen for those watching. At Moon, Moon, Garden, Grdn, Moon Garden. Hit him up. Tell him you heard him on the Beat Block. You heard the vibes. Trying to get some more. Or you want to collab, hit him up. If you're an artist, hit them up. Hit up all our producers, man. Show them love. If you want to support this show, support the producers that we have on the show so we can grow the community. Because that's what that's about, right? I thought I saw someone very familiar pull in to the chat. And it really isn't a show until he pulls up. Shout out to Vic Von P. Day one. A1 since day one.
And you know that's right.
Pulling up in the chat. Let's go. Folks, next up, we had some people in the chat commenting that the drums were particularly dope. And as a matter of fact, shortly here on the show, you'll have an opportunity to get a cool discount on our next producer's drums. Folks, fan friends, he's a Beat Block vet. Let's give it up for the provider of today's deal of the day. This is 2 for Nomadic.
I was a fool. I thought that we would share all my tomorrow.
Nomadic. Beat block. Wowzers. That's yeah. That was heavy energy. Those drums were heavy. The vibes were heavy. That was 2 for Nomadic. I mentioned it earlier in the show, and if you're just tuning in, like our brother Parker Edison and Vic Von P and Rex 760, and pardon if I left a few out. If you're just tuning in, I mentioned earlier on the show that we have a deal of the day that is going to be presented by one of the Beat Block alumni here on the show today. And that producer was Nomadic. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll put his name back on the screen. Follow at NOMADIKH, Nomadic, on Instagram. And folks, that's going to lead us right into our deal of the day. Super, super grateful that he is generous enough to provide you guys. Let me get this real quick. There we go. Yeah, I'm really glad he was able to hook it up with the discount. As you just heard, we had our producer Nomadic come through, and he has up his site, nomadicbeats.com, and he's got a bunch of kits, and he has given us, the Beat Block community, a 10% discount with code WELCOMEBACK. All one word, all caps. Let me just confirm that. Yep, all one word, all caps, welcome back. He has his MPC drums. He has his coffee drum kit. He's got the vinyl texture kit, and he's got the volume 2 of the kit. So definitely go check those out. I saw a couple people in the chat commenting on their dope drums that Nomadic had on his beats. So here's your chance, and you get a discount. So go over to nomadicbeats.com, put up all these kits in your cart, type in welcome back, and you'll get 10% off. So for example, if you put in the MPC drums, the coffee kit, and the volume 2 drums, that's $100. You get the welcome back discount code, you get $10 off. So and make sure you sign up for his newsletter so you can get not only a free pack, but you can keep up to date with everything that's going on with Nomadic. And you're following him on Instagram, as we mentioned earlier. So you're keeping up with everything Nomadic Beats. Thank you very much from the Beat Block community to you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And go get those kits. And that's today's deal of the day. Folks, we're going to be doing that. We're going to take a quick break after this message from the Heartful Truth.
Hey, what up, everyone? This is your host, Melly, and my co-host, 7 Octobers. We run the show called The Heartful Truth. Tune in every other Tuesday.
And The Heartful Truth, for those that don't know, it's a show where me and my sister have deep conversations with creatives and talk about heartfelt topics. You can find us on all streaming under The Heartful Truth or under Platform Collection YouTube channel for the video version. Hope you guys tune in. And also, if you're interested, follow us at The Heartful Truth on Instagram. And as you can see, we have dope t-shirts, we have merch. So if you want to support, go ahead and send us a message. And we thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Thank you. Peace.
You heard it right here. That was the Heartful Truth. Shout out to 7 Octobers and Melly. Go give them a follow. Send them a message. Tell them the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
And while you're at it, go over to your on Platform Collection YouTube already. Hit the like on the page. Click the subscribe icon, notification icon to keep up to date with everything that's going on with Platform Collection. Like you saw tonight here on the Beat Block. Also, we heard from the Parker Edison Project. We heard from Chrissy's The Internet. And we also heard from the Heartful Truth. So we're hitting you. And we have a brand new podcast. Shout out to Beardo and Black Books and Rhyme Books, bringing you a whole new experience on the Platform Collection Podcast Network. We're trying to hit you 7 days a week with the podcast. We got you on Mondays on the Beat Block. I believe we have Tuesdays. Every other Tuesday, we hit you with the Heartful Truth. Sundays, every Sunday, we hit you with Chrissy's The Internet. And Wednesdays is when they release the Parker Edison Project. So we're getting at you guys. You know what I'm saying? So make some noise for Platform Collection. And the Ringling Master himself, producer OG Hip Hop Eddie, is doing the legwork, doing the hard work behind the scenes to really make everything move. He's the conductor, the driver. Have it as you may. He's the Neo. He's the one. OG Hip Hop Eddie. Shall we get back to the beats? I believe we shall. Next up, this one hits close to home. He came earlier with his debut here on the Beat Block, episode 23. He's hailing all the way from my fatherland of Chile. We gotta represent when it's representing to need to represent. And I'm gonna always represent. If it's coming out of Chile, I'm gonna support it. Folks, fam, friends, this is 2 for Proc Ness. Proc Ness. Beat block.
La bagueta, que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. La bagueta, que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. Que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. La bagueta, que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. Que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta. La baqueta, que de cacería estoy a dieta. Métame la mano en la bragueta. Quieto, pa' la cara te mando peseta. A la maleta, que esta noche va pa' la peseta.
Proc Ness. All right, I'm getting a little too carried away. But I'm not really getting too carried away. You know what I'm saying? I get hype. I get hype about the fatherland. Because it's dope educating people, especially countries that maybe not a lot of people know of. And if you have the knowledge or are from there and are proud of it, I'd like to share it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Procness. Shout out to Chile. Next time I go down to Chile, I'm going to hit up Procness. We're going to tomando un pisco con un completo. And it's going to be a good time. So if you like what you heard, definitely hit up my brother Procness. Send him a message. Give him a follow. Tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
Put the name back on the screen for those watching. Procness. Pracnes. And I know he was up in the chat watching live. Oh, he's up in the chat right now live. I know it's like, what, it's 8:30 Western Pacific Standard right now. It's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning in Chile right now. So he's up joining us on the show. It might be 12 or 1:30. It's 4 or 5 hours ahead from the West. So definitely shout out to him and all the producers on the show. I saw Moon Garden reached out in the chat earlier talking about a collab. Hit me up, send me a DM. We'll start the conversation. See what goes from there. Let's send me something that you're working on. Always open to a dope collab. We're going to move on to our next producer, Beat Block Vet. Folks, fam, friends, give it up for Smithsonian DJ. Smithsonian DJ. Beat block. What? Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. That was 2 for Smithsonian DJ. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll go ahead and put his name back on the screen for those tuning in on the YouTubes at Smithsonian, SMITHSONIAN DJ. Smithsonian DJ. Hit him up. Tell him you heard that dopeness on the Beat Block. You trying to collab, hit him up. You trying to get beats, hit him up. You know an artist who needs to hit him up, so go hit him up. So hit him up. And that applies to every producer across the board. Vibe check in the chat. Oh, hey.
Looks like it's gonna be a great day today.
And I dropped that because Moon Garden's dropping news in the chat that he got 2 opportunities from the show already. I appreciate you, man, for being a part of the Beat Block community. And that right there is what we do this shit right here. Beat Block making connections. We're for the people, man. We're for the people. And that's dope. Moon Garden, like I said, hit me up. You got another opportunity right there. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Next up, we're going back to back vets. Folks, fam, friends. Give it up for Taz Eternal.
We've got the talent and we've got the skill. We know the way and we've got the will. The going is on the microphone. Enter out. Come on dance. Turn up just yes. Roots and culture. Dip it out. Dip it out. DJ yes.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Folks, fam, friends. This is a Beat Block we love. Let's run that back. Let's go, Taz Eternal.
And you know that's right.
Taz Eternal. Beat Block. It's going up tonight. That was 2 for Taz Eternal. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
We'll put the name back on the screen. Follow at Taz, T-A-Z-I-E-Y-E, Ternal, T-E-R-N-A-L. Hit him up. Said, yo, I heard that wheel up. I heard the wheel up on the Beat Block. If you know anything about the wheel up on the Beat Block, you know it's a rarity. Go back to the history of the Beat Block. There's been maybe 3. And you'll know why. You'll hear why. So Taz Eternal got himself a Beat Block wheel up tonight. That's what the Beat Block veterans do. You know what I'm saying? They come through. They flex. They drop that shit. And it's almost just like a drop the mic. You know what I mean? So follow Taz Eternal. Follow all the producers on the show tonight. Support the producers that we support. That's how we can grow the community. And like I always say, what's community without communication? What's communication without transparency? So I'm an open book. Let's feel free to, create a conversation in the chat. If you have anything, any topics, any questions, drop it in the chat. Or if you don't want to talk about it in the chat, you can always hit me up privately in the DM. Whether you have questions regarding the show, regarding production, regarding streaming, what have you, personal health and wellness, what it is, whatever. Hit me up. Let's have a conversation. Shout out once again to our deal of the day. Shout out to our producer, Nomadic. If you're just tuning in, we dropped the deal of the day. And if you're just looking for some new drums, go over to nomadicbeats.com. Drop some packs in your cart and type in welcome back, all caps, as the promo code. And you get 10% off your kits. Sounds like a fair deal to me. And go check them out. They definitely made a lot of noise, no pun intended, today, especially in the chat with those drums. Folks, before we move to our next producer, I do want to give you guys today's dig of the week. If this is your first time checking out the show, we always do a dig of the week. I give you one record that I recommend you go check out for some dope samples. And today's dig of the week comes from Donna Summer herself. And this record in particularly has got some classics on it. This is, of course, it's the greatest hits. Duh. So you're going to get some classic Donna Summer. Not to name any names, but, Kanye West. And all other, dang, I can't talk. Other dope producers have definitely got something on here. So go check that out. Flip it, get creative. Just because somebody flipped it one way doesn't mean you can't flip it another way. Make it your own. So that's today's dig of the week. Brought to you by Donna Summer herself. Folks, fam, friends, give it up for our next producer. He's making his debut. He made his debut earlier in the show. He dropped some boulders. He dropped some heat rock on us. The show really started when he dropped that heat rock on us. Folks, fam, friends, let's make some noise for One Third.
Trying to visualize how to get it right, but my vision's so blurry. Trying to slow it down, stay close to the ground, but we're always in a hurry. One third. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. One third. Get it right, it's so blurry. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down.
One third.
Get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry.
I saw my brother Roots in the building.
Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. How to get it right, it's so blurry. How to get it right, it's so blurry. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize, trying to slow it down. Trying to visualize how to get it right, but my vision's so blurry. Trying to slow it down, stay close to the ground, but we're always.
You should expect the following.
Beat block.
1.
Shout out Victor Aliman. Yo, what can I say? That's a complete debut right there on the beat plug. For those of you who are waiting to get onto the show, sending in beats, thinking about the beats you sent in, 1/3 just set up a beautiful display of how you come through for your debut on the beat block. Give it up. That was 2 for 1/3. If you like what you heard, give him a follow, send him a message, tell him the beat block sent you.
Looks like it's gonna.
You know that's right.
Trigger happy over here. You know that's right. Follow him at WUN1_3 THR 1_3 THR. Yeah, man. Tell him you appreciated that debut. You got discovered on the beat block. So again, for the collabs, hit him up. Tell them the beat block sent you. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. I want everybody to talk to everybody and just go up to every random person and be like, oh, hey, beat block sent me. They're like, what? Yeah, the beat block. Don't you know? We're going to get cultish like that. Just randomly go up to every person and be like, oh, the beat block sent me here. Like, weren't you here to pick up your computer you ordered? Yeah, but the beat block sent me here. You just will get them brainwashed like that. That's when they'll go home and be like, beat block. And they'll just type in beat block out of nowhere. Boom. And we'll get them. Y'all in with me on that one?
And you know that's right.
My sick plans, I think, of how to blow up the beat block. Just brainwashing people. Spot on, Captain. Folks, fam, friends. We had a fucking fire show. We haven't had a not fire show in 23 episodes, and we're not going to have not fire shows here. We're going to strictly fire. Strictly. Every once in a while, we'll get a wheel up. And then you know it's official. You know what I mean? You star those shows, put those on the greatest hits of the beat block, and we always know how we're going to get down. We're consistent. We're bringing you a good show. You guys are bringing the good show. That's the thing. You guys are doing the work. I'm just a vessel carrying your work to the rest of the world. And I appreciate doing so. I enjoy it. I enjoy collaborating with and networking with all the different producers we have on the show. I love that we're hearing in real time that people are getting opportunities from their opportunity on the show. And that's always dope. Once again, we had our deal of the day brought to you by Nomadic. Go over to nomadicbeats.com, type in welcome back in the promo code and get 10% off the entire store. We talked about our topic of the day today, taking a break, taking some time for yourself, don't burn out, needing to reset. Also, we had our dig of the week, Dawn of Summer Greatest Hits. Definitely go find that, go get that for your sampling pleasure. And a reminder always to come through, hit that like button, press that subscribe button, leave a comment on the show so that people like yourselves who haven't discovered the Beat Block can go ahead and discover the Beat Block strictly by the algorithm. The algorithm works in mysterious ways. And you want to like and subscribe to the show so you can keep up to date on everything that's going on with Platform Collection. You know, you have a busy life. And if you hit those subscribe and like notifications, it'll just do the work for you. It'll just say, hey, yo, the Beat Block's coming on. Hit that button and you're tuning in to what's going on with the Beat Block. Ting, Chris Sees the Internet's on. Click on that. Tune into the Chris Sees the Internet. Ping, Heartful Truth just dropped a new episode. Click on that. Get on that. Bing, Parker Edison Project just dropped a new episode. So just stay up to date with Platform Collection. Shout out to all the producers we had on the show today. Making debuts, we had Injijo, Chemtrail, Moongarden, One-Third, and Proc Ness. And we had our Beat Block vets, Nomadic, Smithsonian DJ, and Taz Eternal, bringing heat, bringing down the house, bringing the vibes. It really is therapy, isn't it? You have that lo-fi down-tempo stuff, relaxing. You have some heat-heavy rocks. You have those wheel-ups, the neck breakers, all of that, all the whole spectrum. It's a therapeutic experience. It's a beautiful thing. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Moongarden, AMS, Victor Andrew Aleman, producer OG Hip Hop Eddie, Kill C-Ray, Vic Von P, Eugene O'Neill. By the way, guys, our petition to get Eugene O'Neill to send in beats to the show was a success. Tune in next show. We're going to have Eugene O'Neill making his debut on the Beat Block. Smithsonian DJ in the chat. Vic Von P. I know Melly Moreno was up in here. 7 October. Shout out to the Heartful Truth. 2Mex in the building. Proc Ness was in the building. Marla Polk was in the building. If you were brought here because you were coming here specifically to watch one producer, I hope you found and enjoyed the value of the show with all the other producers, and you tune in and stay locked in with the Beat Block for future beats. You'll discover new producers every show. So welcome to everybody new making their first time on the show. Make some noise for that. Yeah, I always like to go through the chat and shout everybody out. My brother Roots was up in the building showing out for the chat. Tanner Dirks making his name. Longhair 5150 in the building. Rex 760 in the building. Man, it's a family affair. It's a family affair here on the Beat Block. And for OG Hip Hop Eddie, I am Gene Flo. Reminded you guys to go out there, spread some love. That's the human way. And remember, never stop creating. Until next show, I'm going to go ahead and play you out with a new release that I produced with my brother Roots, who I mentioned was in the chat earlier. You can find him on Instagram at Roots, RUTES 87 on Instagram. Send him a message, give him a follow, tell him the Beat Block sent you.
And you know that's right.
It's a new song called Sold Out. So until then, folks, fam, friends, we'll see you in 2 weeks. This is Roots, sold out. Peace.
Who created your ass? I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Be honest.
Pop a bottle, drown my sorrows, hope I see tomorrow. If I die before I wake, I know I'll see you, Lord. This thing we call life quick, it's a game of dice. No time for thinking twice, catch my line and get my bites. Yeah, I hustle nice, 5 step from hit 'em right. I close my eyes, I see the light, the future must be bright. These itchy eyes that got me going blind, I use my mind. I walk by faith and judge my spirit, y'all them fleshy kind. I ain't cutting line, I earn my spot, you know my numbers. 87 roots, 59, and it's that come up. Power move with a stunner, stone cold, I'll take you one. Grind through that item, will I ride through the summer? Fill my cup and get me turned up. Run my blood when I'm burnt up. Watch me go while I warm up. I straight quit and go cobra. This less real, more poses. Up in this rap biz. They say they got passion, but I see they lacking. I leave them all in a coma. Wartime, my soldiers. Revving up my motor. Got 120 on that dash. You in the game to get cash. I'm in the game to bring change, dude. Boy got class. Let's go. Laughter got me going. You can see that I'm high. Smile at the game and ain't no need for them lies. Ain't nothing true about fame aside. Suicide. Now kill ya. They take your soul and rob your mind while you settle for them screens. For the stage, for the lights, for the screens. For the range, for the ice, for the cream. Money cars, for the chains, for the hype, for the fling. All we ask is that they sold you fame while they robbing all your dreams. Back to my ladder, climbing higher Saturn, break your pattern. This vision I just captured, industry like rapture. They take your soul, but lead you to disaster. Deadly road. You hear my flow, I'm like a pastor on this microphone. The devil, he a master of the craft, he'll take you down. He'll show you pleasures of the world where truth cannot be found. You blinded by his darkness, chained up and you shackled down. Hoping in mind to see the light and seek the sound of the righteous and holy. Well, I walk it out on blessed ground. Keep me safe when that devil round. I know my God a king, so I walk with crowns. See you walk with clowns. Keep that stepping right, boy. I search for heaven heights. I know you think you hard. I see them devil eyes, but I laugh every time I see that devil spy. The world caught it with these devil lies. Don't play no games with that devil, cause this devil lies. Laughter got me going, you can see that I'm high. Smile at the game and ain't no need for them lies. Ain't nothing true about fame aside. Suicide, they'll kill ya. They take your soul and rob your mind while you settle for them screens. For the stage, for the lights, for the screens. For the range, for the ice, for the cream. Money cars, for the chains, for the hype, for the fling. All we ask is that they sold you fame while they robbing all your dreams. Trying to get in touch with my